All right, hello everyone. Gonna do a little short video. It's gonna be on how you should walk your dog. That's right, walk your dog. And I just tell you, you should walk your dog on a harness. That is the best way. That is the best way to walk your dog. Is on a harness, so that you would have good control of the dog, and the dog can pull fairly evenly while walking the dog. And I'm going to show you a picture. Now, I took my dog for a walk. I had my kids and my wife with me, so it was a little bit difficult to try to demonstrate. And then I don't know how to edit like a clip and all that other stuff. It takes a lot from what I understand. But anyway, I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. Now, this book has some famous dogs in there. All right, so this is Mr. Crenshaw, old James Crenshaw, with Champion Brutus. But if you see that harness that he's walking him on, it's when a dog pulls, or if he's not even pulling, he's just casually walking with you, he still has the even distributing forces on his body there. And then the leash isn't all on one side. And the most important thing, if something should happen and your dog has to defend himself, like a stray dog or some other animal comes out and come up on you rather fast before you can do anything, the dog has mobility with his whole head. Your dog can defend himself and you. Now, more so himself, because you should be ready to defend yourself. But the dog won't be at a disadvantage if he had a collar which limited his head movement and threw him off balance, which makes it harder for the dog to do what he has to do. Now, just had a brain fart. So yes, never in a situation, if you have your dog in this unfortunate accident where a dog comes out, don't be pulling your dog back. If the other dog is up on you and your dog, allow your dog to stand his ground. I'm not saying you got to give him leash way, but you don't want to be pulling your dog where he can't defend himself. Don't put your dog at a disadvantage. All right, but that's just a little tip. Walk your dog on a harness. Now, this is really the sole purpose of the video. This is my little bonus here. It's something that I don't see a lot of, and I'm going to read it to you guys. This book is by James Crenshaw, giving credit to him, and it's something that I used to always admire when reading this book many years ago. And this book came from Mr. Crenshaw himself. This was in his later years, and he personally wrote this to me. He signed it. He just says, I wish you and you're the very best. And it's funny because he had a little memory lapse there. He forgot to put dog. But nonetheless, I was very fortunate to get a book from him before. You couldn't get a book from him. I just leave it at that. So I had this book for a very long time. But I'm going to tell you what is important to me in the dog game, and important to all the old-time fanciers of the day. And I'm going to read it to you. It says, as a young boy, James Crenshaw bonded with the pit bull dog breed. That bond will never be broken. His name will live for as long as the breed survives. The puppies he named many years ago have given him a name, but with this came a grapevine of twisted truths and intentional lies. His purpose for this autobiography is to start a new vine, one that concentrates on proper care for the dog of today. James is extremely straightforward in his writing in this book. You will learn his likes and dislikes. You may become motivated or you may become angry. But instead of picking up the phone to tell your buddy what you are going to do or how you feel, go to your dog and find out what he needs. And that's all that matters. That's all James wants. And that was written by Rini, right? I got another little bottom part that I really want to read, but straight up, people today don't read books. Y'all don't go to libraries because everybody got stuff on their phone. I mean, you might be able to get this on your phone. I don't know, because I don't care about technology like that. But, back in the day, we read books, and somebody took the time to put their knowledge in a book. And see, we were educated by people. We listened to what they said, and we read what was important to them. And, that was important. That's how you became better. It was just a different level, to all y'all young bucks that think that y'all got it advanced because, a book is like a stick shift to y'all. This is foreign, but whatever. But I can tell you one thing that y'all new young bucks ain't. You ain't ready for this here. You're not ready for this portion down here. And you're gonna fail the test. And even if you lie to yourself or somebody else and you say that you said yes and got all the correct answer and you passed this test, you still ain't as good. See, oftentimes people who aren't dog people, they're gonna have to say, oh, it's just a dog, or they're gonna downplay a dog. There's no animal that's domesticated or wild that is like a dog. There's no animal that is doing what a dog does with a human. And if it is, I'm not familiar with it, and I'm probably not gonna own it or care that much about it. So before somebody go running and talking about some weird animal that I don't know nothing about, you keep it to yourself. But a dog, right? I'm gonna read the test to you, and while I'm reading it, see if you can answer the questions. And I bet you're gonna fail. You're gonna fail miserably. And like I said, even if you do pass it, you still ain't gonna be as good. Let's get started. If you can start your day without caffeine, if you can get going without pills, if you can resist complaining and boring people with your troubles, if you can eat the same food every day and be grateful for it, if you can understand when your loved ones are too busy to give you any time, if you can overlook it when something goes wrong through no fault of yours and those you love take it out on you, if you can take criticism and blame without resentment, if you can ignore a friend's limited education and never correct them, if you can resist treating a rich friend better than a poor friend, if you can face the world without lies and deceit, if you can conquer tension without medical help, if you can relax without liquor, if you can sleep without the aid of drugs, if you can say honestly that deep in your heart, you have no prejudice against creed, color, religion, or politics, then my friend, you are almost as good as your dog. That's deep. Because how many times do you neglect your dog? How many times do you leave your dog? He'll be all right till the next day. A lot of times. See, I showed y'all, man, this dog right here, this dog is 9 years old. 9. Let me zoom in. Let y'all see this old dog. He's old. Old dog. And I told y'all, man, this dog barely ate dog food. Barely. She ain't eat no kibble. She ate very little kibble. Very little kibble. See, this ain't, I ain't gonna mention none of them other platforms. People doing all this extra craziness. We've been feeding raw food before y'all even knew to feed raw food. I've been feeding raw food over 20 years. You couldn't go buy raw dog food out the store. Nobody was really pushing it other than the real boys out in the sticks. All this here what y'all doing and running in the store and getting all this here and everybody talking about doing this. Y'all was scared to feed y'all dog raw chicken. Y'all around there talking some dog gonna get salmonella poison. Dog go out there and eat cat poop and run rabbits, and y'all talking about he gonna get some salmonella. I remember back in the day, man, I used to tell somebody, man, feed your dog raw. Oh no, man, I can't feed my dog raw. My girl said, okay, yeah, listen to your girl. But, nonetheless, this video was just to give you a good tip with walk your dog on a harness. If you're gonna take him for a walk him on a harness. It's good for them and it's good for you, whether he pulls or not. And you can see the old famous Crenshaw. He walked his dog on harnesses. Like I said, that's something that a lot of people don't spit. And just remember, man. You can pause this video and you can go back and you can look at this here and read it and motivate yourself. See how good you really are. And with that, y'all have a good one. And let's go grab my RC car and tear up this alley. And hey man, hit y'all up later.